Hi, welcome to my channel, All My Plants. My name is Jen. Today I am going to just look at some plants that things are happening with, whether it's because they're growing or I've done something to them. Not really a favorites, but kinda. So this is my Philodendron biliate. And I showed this plant not too long ago. It is currently living in leca because it is re-rooting. This is the second time that I've rotted the roots completely off of this plant. Which is a thing that happens. It does, and I don't know, I think probably I underwatered it pretty consistently, and then when I actually gave it a good drink of water, it just rotted. And I kind of noticed something was going on because the growth point, which you may or may not be able to see in there, was just kind of, it's right here, was just kind of sitting stagnant. And some of the leaves, even though they weren't yellowing, were curling under and drooping. So this is a top cut. I have not propagated this plant before, but this is the top cut of it. And hopefully we'll get ourselves together. And this is the base of the plant. What I did is I chopped the top cut off. I put it in a much smaller pot. But before I did that, I doused the roots in peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, I think. Can't remember what percentage. I'll have to look on the bottle and put it up here. But I did that. You can see we've got a leaf going now. Straight peroxide. I didn't dilute it or water it down or anything like that, because they were in rough shape. There was a few viable roots there, but not many. The rest of the plant looks kind of okay. This is the only leaf so far that's going. I think I see a little bit of yellowing on this one. Is it visible? No, not, well, kind of on the edge there. But, so I put it in a smaller pot, I put it in a nice chunky mix, and we're either going to root in here or we're going to die. I mean, I've been fooling with this plant for a while, and like I said, it is tough. I have every confidence that it will root in here just fine. It will re-root, and it will grow again. I'm losing patience with it because it seems like it rots pretty easily. Like I said, this is the second time I've rotted the roots on it. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. And then this is one of the newer plants I got from the Etsy unboxing, which I did actually do a video about. This is the Hoya New Guinea Ghost. And these two leaves were there when I got it, but this one's new. I don't know how well we're focusing, I'm sorry. And it's blushing, a lovely sort of pinky purple color. It has another new leaf growing right there, and then another one up here right there. So I'm excited. I mean, it seems to be doing very well. These leaves are much firmer than they were when I unboxed it, because I think I even asked, are these not waxy, very stiff leaves? And somebody did answer me saying on the Nicholsonia, no, they are a little bit more pliant than they are on, say, like a Carnosa, and I found that to be the case, but they are firmed up quite a bit. They were wrinkly forever. Check out the back of the leaf. I hope we can actually see that. It has an interesting, like, patterning on the back of the leaves. But yeah, so it's doing good, and I'm happy that it's growing. Another Hoya that came from that same order is the Hoya Sumitra. And this one here, it has grown quite a bit, but I've also went ahead and trellised it. I didn't do that in a video. I was just messing around one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put that on a trellis. But look at that leaf. I mean, they're all good leaves, right? They're all good leaves. So, very pretty. It's got little baby ones popping up everywhere. Some newer tendrils growing with new leaves. So I'm really happy with it. It's doing great. No peduncles. Not that I expected any just yet, but it's doing really well. It's got new growth kind of everywhere. There's some up here too, and there, and there. It's just doing great, and this is quickly becoming one of my favorite Hoyas, I think. And like I said, it's fuzzy top and bottom, but it's like, to actually touch the leaf reminds me of cardboard. I don't know, of cardboard. But fuzzy cardboard. This is yet another Hoya. This one, I didn't know what this was. Somebody has said Hoya Sunrise, and at first I thought no, it's not, because it was in the cabinet and it was not sun stressing, which I thought was like one of the hallmarks or signature things that Hoya Sunrise did. And this one is, I don't know if we're focusing on where it is or that it is, but it is. And it's also growing fairly well. We've got some tendrils here that have either failed leaves or something, and I might cut that back. I know it can always branch out from there, or leaves can grow from there at a later time. I just don't like the way that this looks, you know, sticking out there. And this one will probably always be in a hanging pot. That one has new growth on it though. Right there in front of my thumb. But yeah, so it's like, it's not red though, it's like almost purple, almost black sun stressing. Like that leaf is particularly cool. It's like pink splashing on a very red leaf. I don't know if you can see it at all. I've lost the light that comes in that window. And then this is a Hoya I got quite a while ago. Mother's Day maybe? Cannot remember. Yeah, I think it was Mother's Day. It's Hoya Brevialata. And the actual plant is down here. I'll pick that up in just a moment. But this is one that I propagated. And it actually seems to have rooted pretty well. I'm not going to snatch it out of there, but it's grabbing. So that's the Hoya Brevialata. Isn't it cute? Lightly furry. We got another tendril there. See if you can see the roots in there. Yeah, you can see some of them. Maybe. Oh, it's running right down my arm, or it's leaking down my arm. But yeah, there's some roots in there here and there that are visible. So I'm so happy. It's so cute in this little cash pot. So cute. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's doing good. Hopefully these newer ones that I've potted up won't die while I'm on vacation, because you know, recently potted cuttings can be a bit sensitive to mist waterings. So hopefully it'll be alright. Oh, the thing fell off. Alright, this is the Rivolata Mama plant, which is doing well. I can't even see where I cut it now. I cut it quite a while ago. I say quite a while ago. A couple months ago, not really that long ago. But I was waiting, it seemed like forever for it to grow. Somebody's leaf fell off in there. And then all of a sudden it did. So I was like, you know what, now's a great time, since it's actively growing, to go ahead and make some propagations. Like you can see, there's a tendril there. There's one there. Kind of there. And then there's a new one here. So it's doing really well. Doing really well. Is this the one that tried to flower? No, this one didn't. No peduncles on this one ever yet since I've had it. Mother's Day. But yeah, it's such a weird feeling plant. So weird. Like, that's a big leaf for Brevialata, I think. I don't know. I haven't had it except for since Mother's Day. But it's doing good. It's doing good. It's got some larger leaves here too. They're younger but larger. So yeah, it's doing good. And then we have my thirsty philodendron. This is glorious, Philodendron glorious. And this is the most recent leaf, which is pretty lovely, downright seductive. This is another one. They're so, I don't know, they're like, that's a tough feeling leaf for a velvety leaf. I'm trying to think how to describe it, but words fail me. There's a growth point in there. And this one here, I'm impressed with this one because this is the first leaf it gave me when I first got it. It had been either grown in leca or rooted in water, I'm not sure which, but I received it, I think, in a glass of water. And after that leaf, it actually put out a bare node. It didn't grow one, and that was the first leaf I got. So I'm only 3 leaves in here, even though I've had this for, I don't know, a few months now. But I'm gonna be honest, it's had spider mites. I forgot to water it. It's been through some stuff with me. It really has. So here's hoping that I do better with this plant, because it's so pretty. Isn't it lovely? I mean, I'm not crazy, right? It is actually gorgeous. So yeah, like, I hope I do better. It needs water now. It's very light. So And I'm going to show you a couple things that are out in the greenhouse that are interesting to me right now, or that I'm just really loving right now. So we're going to go do that, and then we'll come back and look at the last 2 that I have in here. No. So we're going to go do that, and then we'll look at the last 3 that I have in here, plus a bonus 4th that I'm killing. So I'm out here in the greenhouse, and I'm checking out this plant right here, which I believe is the Philodendron, I don't know, silver stripe? But anyway, it's on this little teeny ridiculous stake that it's grown off the top of by a little bit now. And like, I'm checking it out because it looks like it might be reverting, right? This is a nice leaf, but it's not variegated at all. No stripes, no splotches, no nothing. It's just chilling there, which, you know, fine. I'll just cut it again. But then I'm checking out this one, which has got this like ridge down the center of it. It also has very little variegation on it. But then what is this thing? Like, pardon my dirty fingernails, but what is that? Right? It's growing from the same place on the stem as this leaf's petiole came from. But yeah, like, it's, I don't know what it is. It's like the most ridiculous little floppy leaf thing ever. It was just kind of hanging back there, and I was like, what's going on there? Look how thin that vine is. Like, what in the world? What'd it do? I don't understand. Okay. You do you. Okay, so this is orchid cactus or jungle cactus. It's Epiphyllum hookeri. And the reason why, let me take it down because it's really backlit. The reason why this one is currently topping my favorites list is, if you see, we'll focus maybe somewhere over here. Right there, about middle of the screen. That is a bud. It's gonna flower. And I hope it does it while I'm here. My luck, I'll be gone on vacation and I'll miss it and I'll come back and there won't be any flowers. But let's see, there's 1, 2, looks like 3 or 4 places where it might be getting ready to try to flower. So I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I like this plant even when it doesn't flower. It's curly and chaotic and I just kind of dig it. But, you know, flowers are always a nice bonus, right? So, like, I hope I get to see them. I'm also loving this Philodendron Bloody Mary, which I'm pretty sure I've shown it before on the channel, but this is the newest leaf, and it's enormous. Like, it's huge, right? Or, well, it was the newest leaf. Now this is the newest leaf. But, look how pretty. I really need to re-support this. It's not quite to my shoulder yet as far as height, but you can see down there is the support that it was on. But it's so pretty. And, like, I thought these leaves were big. But summer vacation has treated it well this year. So yeah, that's the pot it's in down there. I'm probably just going to put it on... I got some, like, fiberglass stakes, which they are skinny little things, so hopefully they don't fall over, but that's probably what I'm going to put that on. But either way, I love this plant. I love it. I neglected it for far too long and didn't love it like it deserved. There's another leaf back here, an older one. So pretty though. So pretty. And since I'm already out here, can we just give this pedatum, or not pedatum, I'm sorry, bipennifolium, an honorable mention. It is doing really well. It is as high as my shoulder now. Let's see if I can back up. There we go. And the leaves might not be that huge. I don't know how big they get on pedatum, or bipennifolium. Why do I keep wanting to say pedatum? But they're lovely. Like, that's where they are now. And they're on a moss pole. You can go on down here, way, way down here. And this is where they started. Like this. See how cute. So little. But yeah. So it's matured nicely, or at least as mature as I'm able to get it in my space/conditions. But yeah, I think there's 3 in there. It looks like 1, 2, and 3. So there's the newest leaf on 1. And then this is the newest leaf on the second. And this was the newest leaf on the third. And I think they all have another one coming, like there. There. And then, nope, that one doesn't yet. Sorry, blurry. But either way, it's lovely. I like it a lot. Look at the color of that one. It looks great silvery, doesn't it? So pretty. Okay, so another one in here. This is Alocasia Frydeck, which I hauled this not too long ago. And like I said, I think it had 3 leaves when I got it. One of those died off. But I got it because it had these freckles, even though I already have one. This one is bigger than the, well, several that I have now in the greenhouse. This one seems to be doing well. There's another leaf on it. This one here has like a splotch of lighter green on one side. I don't know if you can see it. But it also has two additional places where it's growing from down here, or where it will start growing from. If we're focusing, I don't know. And it's giving me this new leaf, which is lovely. It has 2 different shades of green on it up here. Can you tell? Yeah. So, happy with that purchase. It's pretty. And it's doing fine. It's really wet right now. Hopefully I don't kill it. I've not had the greatest of luck with Frydeck. Like I said, I've had spider mite issues with them, or sent them running to dormancy so that I didn't have to care for them anymore. They're like, you know, we're not going to make it if she keeps watering us or not watering us, whichever the case may have been. But, you know, wish me luck, because I do think Frydeck is a beautiful plant, especially when they get big and much more mature and just very pretty. And freckles or no freckles, I'm still going to love this plant. I just think it's interesting how it has the unusual birthmarks on the leaves. And then this one here, I bought this on Etsy, I think last fall. It was 2 leaves. Oh no, that's a lie, because I bought another piece of it, this piece I believe, in Virginia Beach this winter. Like February, January. But this is Satin Splash Syndapsis, I think. And it's lovely. And if you saw my greenhouse, my last greenhouse video, like what's growing on in there, this plant was in that. But I'm just loving it. It's so pretty. That leaf is pretty ideal of what this plant should look like. And some of them aren't. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Here we are. You know, it's my plant now either way. It's the one that gave me all silver leaves, which if you saw the video where I was complaining about plants misbehaving, this was in there. Can we get it? There we go. It's another kind of all silver one there. Like the light is not behaving. There we go. It looks a lot like my Silver Hero. Very similar, those leaves. So maybe this is the Silver Hero, this is the other one. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly worked that problem out. But like I said, some of these leaves don't look typical of what the plant should look like. I'm all over the place. But I still love this plant. I still love it. It's growing really well right now. It's doing a grow. So I'm happy with it. I love it. I love it. I don't mention that much that I love Syndapsis, but I really love Syndapsis, which I actually tried to put into tissue culture. Didn't go as planned. I just did 1 container, and this one has been here since February. That's a long time to have anything stuck in tissue culture. And there's plenty of roots down there, which it shouldn't really be growing roots, but it did. Lots of them. I know it looks dark and it's not contaminated, it's just the roots. And then, I don't know if you can see through there. So this was not the desired result. It actually grew plants and roots, but it never multiplied, which the goal here was multiplication. So, yeah. And I don't know why I leave it in there. Like, I guess I could take those out and harden them off and go ahead and split them into nodes, which I probably should do, but I'm just, I don't know, it's like a science experiment at this point. Alright, and then the last plant is this one here, which I had for a while. I didn't haul it, and then I showed it. It's Selaginella, or rainbow moss, and I showed it because it had grown, and it seemed to be doing so well. And I will assure you that it is not now. I don't assume that it'll be living alive still when I come back from my vacation, because it's just in rough shape. It missed a few waterings, and it really threw a fit about that. Like, it perks back up when you water it, but obviously the dead parts are dead, and they don't do anything, and they die every time I miss a watering. So, yeah, there's our bonus plant of death. And I don't know if it's possible to, like, propagate this. I do see, like, aerial roots, maybe, or some sort of tendrils coming off of parts of it. Like, maybe you can see some sticking off there. It's like these little hairs, fine little roots maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I took that and stuck it in a terrarium on some moist soil, if it would take off or not. I might try it. I don't know, but yeah, I think I've killed this plant, y'all. Some of the ivy too, by the way, I think I bought 3 ivies. 1 is dead, 2 are alive. So, and it's not even fall yet. But yeah, that's what I had to show you today, and I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, and thank you for watching, and come back and check me out again soon. Thanks. Bye.